What is going on, everyone? My name is GENNARK, and today I'm going to be playing Ark Survival Ascended. It's a remaster of Ark Survival Evolved. Now, if you haven't been hiding under a rock, you know that Ark Survival Evolved has been out since 2015, and it was literally a beta version for such a long time. I can remember when literally there was only a handful of dinos and about 3 different maps. Kind of like what there is today with Ark Survival Ascended, but back then it wasn't even out on console. But here we are today with Ark Survival Ascended, and it's absolutely fantastic. Unreal Engine 5 just keeps getting better and better with these new features, and it's wonderful. However, it's still not optimized in terms of the official servers. We still have a ton of cheaters. Those that are going to mesh, they're going to dupe, and they're aimbotting, and now they're even flying in God mode to destroy the game. So for that reason, I'm just going to dive into a series on the Arklore. And guys, I have about 15,000 hours over the years in Ark Survival Evolved, and I have about 80 hours in Ark Survival Ascended. I used to have my own cluster. I played a ton of PvP and boosted servers, but I've never dove into the Arklore. I've never went through all the caves, gotten all the artifacts. I never took on the bosses on my own, and I've never defeated the Overseer by myself. So it's for that reason, I'm just going to dive into this series. Now guys, when we start, we're going to go through 14 different notes. We're going to start on the island, and we're going to get these 14 different notes right here. And I'm going to walk you through step by step. I'm not going to skip through. I'm going to walk through every step of the way, tell you where the dinos are, give you all the locations, and then we're going to make our way up north. And that's where we're going to set up a base and try to get some decent tames and take on these caves. Now guys, I'm really excited about this. I've never done this before, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope you'll join me in this series on the Arklore of Ark Survival Ascended. Let's get started. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are with Ark Survival Ascended. Let's go ahead and get started. So obviously we're not going to play we're not going to be playing the official server, so we're not diving into that. We might play a series on an unofficial server. I'm not quite sure about that, but it is a strong possibility. We're not going to do anything with Bob's Tall Tales. I'm not going to do anything with the mods, but we're going to dive into create a game here. Like I said, we only have the island, Scorched Earth in the center. Now keep in mind, I may jump from island to island, or map to map, excuse me, because I do know that there are, and you probably know that the levels on the dinos are nowhere near as good on the island as it is on the center map. So I may transfer over and possibly get some cryopods so we can get some dinos over to the center. I may not even have to use cryopods, but it's a strong possibility. So, but we are going to start on the island, and the first thing we're going to do is get 14 different notes. That's so I can level up really quick. Now guys, I'll go ahead and tell you that I also am leveling up my speed, because I've always done that on Ark Survival Evolved. I'm so used to that. And I'm going to level up my harvest and the taming. I'm only leveling up the harvest to 3 and the taming up to 3. It's still going to be pretty grindy, but I'm going to level them up for the sake of time. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, dive into single player here. Now I already have a customized player, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose him. Again, I am getting 14 different notes so we can level up. We'll probably end up getting to level 70 after it's all said and done. Once you get those 14 different notes, you have plenty of time to level up. So haven't done anything with the XP or anything like that. So it will be pretty much official in that term. So I'm gonna go ahead and load my preset here. We'll take the Mohawk down just a little bit. Again, my name's GENNARK. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now I do normally start at West Zone 2. Like I said, there's about 14 different notes that we're gonna get. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started here.
Are you the one I've been waiting for? You might be. I hope so. It's been so many cycles since I was her. Do I even still remember hope? I wasn't sure you'd ever turn up. The odds just kept getting longer. I guess I've been losing faith, while they've been gaining power. You have to reach me. Everything depends on your survival. Master this world. Make allies of its many creatures. Grow your strength and skill. Explore this place like I did so long ago. Put the pieces together and find me, survivor. You may be the only one who can.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on the island for the first time. Let's see where we're at. Alright, it looks like we need to turn around to get our first note, which is going to be the Quetz note. So we're going to go ahead and make our way over this way. Make our way up north here. That was a little bit of a jump. And when you're running on this, I have never seen any carnivores or really anything along this path here that we're taking here. So you really don't have to worry about that. But I would suggest, you know, actually getting a little bit of stam here. And when I say stam, I mean stamina. Let's go ahead. We're going to make our way around this way. And actually, before I go really any further, it looks like it's getting a little dark, but let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. I definitely want to play some of the scenes in orbit mode. The orbit cam is very helpful when being attacked or to check your surroundings to make sure that you're not going to be attacked. All right, so here's our first note. This will be the Quetz note. We'll go ahead and grab this one. Now, some of these notes I've already gotten, guys, so yeah, you won't see some of the notes here. But again, all right, we do have a Troodon there. Those guys are vicious if they get too close to you. They will attack you and you will go out. And they are relentless, guys. Absolutely relentless. So we're hoping that there's no other carnivores this way. We're going to go ahead and level up our speed. Now, I don't see really any other... I don't really see any other herbivores, so that's not a good sign. All right, we do have a couple herbivores there. Let's see what we got going on this side. Don't really see anything so far. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over here. All right, good. We do have a turtle there. That's good. Doesn't look like anything's really chasing us here. That's great. We're making our way up to our second note. Let's look around, see what... It's a little dark right here. It's kind of hard to see. All right, so here is going to be our second note. Now we got to be careful right here. All right, good. We didn't jump down. Now this is where we will get some berries that will help us out a little bit. Here is our second note. All right, we'll grab that and we'll go ahead and crank up our speed a little more. All right. Now we just have to watch out for the Megalodon there. That is one that we do have to watch out for. All right. Let's go ahead and make our way this way. All right. Looks like Megalodon's not bothering with us right now, which is great. That's what we want. Got plenty of water. Even though you really can't drink ocean water, we are going to drink the ocean water. All right. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over to our third note. Now, we do have to be a little careful here, excuse me. We do have to be a little careful here with, sometimes you'll see raptors here. I don't see anything so far, so that's good. We'll go ahead and grab this other note. This will be our Rockwell note. Again, we just want to look around to see if we see anything. And that statue is really in our way here. All right. Okay, yeah, I see turtles there, so we should be good. Oh, we do have a huge raptor on that side. I'm surprised he hadn't seen the turtles just yet, but he is right over there, and that looks like... Actually, uh-oh, what was that? Oh, those are pompies, it sounds like. Now, we don't want that raptor to get down to us, so we're going to grab this raptor note here real quick. And we got to watch out for these bugs. But we're pretty fast, so I think we'll outrun those guys. We don't really have to worry about them. What we really need to be more concerned about is those raptors. So we'll make our way down here, and we'll actually use this turtle for a shield if there is anything still after us. Okay, I don't see anything, which is good. Got a little baby turtle there. That's pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and grab some stam a little bit. And while we're at it, we'll go ahead and put our berries in our hot bar because that will help us out in our food. We'll go ahead and crank our speed up. We want to get up to 160 if we can. That will help us outrun the raptors. So, staying along the edge of the beach here. Like I said, we're going for 14 different notes, guys. And I believe we've already gotten 4 of them. So, we're gonna make our way up through these trees right here, and this will be our next note. So we're gonna go ahead and, yep, right here at it. Perfect. A lot of times you will not see anything really around here. Every time I've ever been around this way, I really never saw anything try to attack me here. Now, sometimes there's raptors on the beach here, but we're looking good because there's turtles here. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit more berries, and we'll go ahead and get some food. Might as well go ahead and grab some water while we're at it, and grab some stam while we're at it. So we'll go ahead, eat these berries, chomp these guys up. Sorry guys, I had me a milkshake and a little choked up at the moment. All right, let's go ahead and make our way up here. We're looking really good right now. Going for the Nerva note. All right, let's go ahead and make our way over here. Let's check and see what we've got going on. Looking good. We've got a Phiomia there, so we are looking really good at this point. So we're going to make our way around to the left here and go up this road and under this arch over here. This will be our next note. Still looking really good at this point. We'll go up underneath this arch, take a right, and make our way around to the left here and drop down. So we'll drop down right around in here. Not too far. That was a little bit of a jump there. Okay, we're gonna make our way down this way. And we want to go all the way to the edge over here. And we'll grab this node over this way. Now we have to be a little bit cautious. This is where you will die. Many times there are raptors in this area here. Yep, I can already see one. And when you see one, there's probably a pack of them. So what we need to do actually is probably run up this way instead of going down that way. So hopefully we don't run into any raptors here. If we do, we'll just have to run really quick across that water. And okay, there's a... Okay, yeah, we have some herbivores here that we can use for protection. That's great. All right, now here we have to worry about piranha. This is where we have to be really cautious here. Okay, so I'm looking around, making sure nothing's around. All right, we have to go right over there towards that waterfall. Now I'm gonna just run and jump off this rock and make a run for it here. Well, a lot of times you can run on the edge. Let's try this rock. Let's make us jump here and try to get across this water very quickly. That's why you really need to have speed. If not, you have that guy right there to worry about. And you can see those guys in that water. They will run up to you, and if they hit you twice, you're probably dead. Those guys have huge numbers in terms of their levels in that water. So if they... Oh, what level is this guy? Level 15. Not good at all. All right, so let's go ahead, grab a little bit of berries. Hopefully. We don't want no rock. We just want the berries. As you can see, my harvest is not really that high. So we will be grinding on this journey. So I'm debating on whether or not to skip through some of that. Most likely I will. If it gets too grindy, I'll try to skip through it pretty quick so that way it won't bore you guys. Some people actually like to watch the grind just to see how you actually grind. I'm actually one of those people. I'll sit and watch Ark. I don't care who plays it, just to see what kind of skill you have on it. Been playing it for a very long time. Some of the updates, the newer updates with the newer creatures and the mods and that kind of thing, I'm not really up to date on those guys. But I definitely would not mind diving in to see what they're all about. Yeah. So let's go ahead, and now at this point, I don't believe I've gotten these other notes coming up here. All right, so we're at 148 on speed. Let's get up to 160. Yeah, we'll do good on that. Melee. Let's crank up weight. All right, so we got some pretty decent weight there. Yeah, we'll go with that weight. And that way, when I do pick up something, I'm not going to be weighed down as much. All right, so far so good. Even though I haven't seen really any herbivores over here, you really have to be careful right around in here. Now, at this point, this is where we're going to start seeing the notes.
Pachyrhinosaurus midisora is a medium-sized herbivore found almost everywhere but the island's mountains.
All right, we'll go ahead and close that guy out. We can kind of spin it around. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that before, but there we go.
Pachyrhinosaurus possesses a particularly unique survival skill.
Grab some
When
food.
threatened, its massive nasal boss
need to
releases
eat.
a chemical into the air that calms other nearby
And again, guys, you
predators,
do not want to
making them
die
less
when you're
likely
leveling
to
up
attack
and
it.
getting these notes.
Affected creatures
Once
are
we get all the
sometimes
notes,
hungry
I
enough to
probably
ignore the
will
threat,
grind a little
and
bit
humans seem immune to
to
it.
get my level up.
Conversely,
So I'll
it can
probably end up laying down
seemingly invert this phenomenon at
foundations
will
or
and coerce creatures
something along
into
those
attacking.
lines to
Pachyrhinosaurus
level
is
up my
an
guy
excellent
pretty
starting
quick.
mount for anyone new to taming. It is fairly easy
I won't
to
show you
train
that part. I'll
and
just,
carry
you know,
enough
show
to
you
be
a couple
simple pack animal, and is not as deadly
Oh, we
as some
got
of the larger
something
herbivores.
chasing a parasaur over there. Most likely it's a
Pachyrhinosaurus
dilo,
can
but
release its unique chemical
because
on
if he
command
was
to protect
running,
itself
probably a
and its
raptor
rider
would get
from
him.
nearby predators,
But
or draw attention if desired.
we're doing pretty
making
good
it a
over here. We're
potential
going to make our
lifesaver
way
in a
up
pinch.
this area here and get this Megatherium note. Once we cross over here, looking pretty good. Here's our Megatherium note.
Megatherium formipava is one of the larger mammals on the island. This is most shocking because it is essentially a giant sloth, if you crossbred it with an elephant and a bear. Because of its size and girth, the
Want to cross this
Megatherium is
water here
uncommonly
now.
resistant to
Don't
being
really have to
knocked
worry about
unconscious.
piranhas over here either.
Despite primarily being
that's
a
something
herbivore,
that's
a typical Megatherium is very
really good
intent
to know.
on consuming the island's many insects.
So,
it is
but
particularly
you do
adept
sometimes
at
have to worry
removing
about,
their insides
what was
without
that?
damaging much of the shell,
That is
maximizing extraction
a
of
dodo,
chitin.
man. He is
The
moving
otherwise
in that
slow
water.
and
Look
peaceful
at that.
Megatherium
That's
becomes
funny.
faster and aggressive
All right, you
in
want
the
to stay
presence
along
of
this
these
edge here
creatures.
for this next note. It's a little
Megatherium
tricky.
is an incredibly
You want to watch
useful
out for
creature to
Megatherium
tame.
around here
So
too.
long as you don't intend to
Not
fight
Megatherium, I'm
tribes.
sorry,
Its
but
enormity,
Therizino's around
high
here.
resistance to torpor, and voracious
So you
attitude
can
toward
easily
insects
run into
and
one if you're not
arachnids
careful.
makes it ideal for
So we're
farming
gonna
large
make our way
quantities
over
of
here.
chitin from the bugs of the
Now,
island, or simply
you-
defending against them.
When you see that rock over here, when you see this, it's a road that will lead you. And what we have to do when we get here, you can kind of see that road. If you look straight ahead of us, you'll see that road, and that's the road we need to take. We don't need to go down that direction. We need to go down this road right here. So we'll go ahead and take this road, follow it on down, and you want to stop right around here where these rocks are. Now you got to be careful because you will get chased by raptors sometimes here, so just keep that in mind. So right around in here, we want to make our way down, and right around behind this rock is where our next node is, right here. All right.
While Kentrosauras
our
ethiopicus is
Kentrosauras
considerably
note.
smaller than its close relative, Stegosaurus regium, it is much more formidable in matters of self-defense.
Now we want to stay along
In
this
fact,
edge to the left
is
here.
arguably the pound-for-pound
Keep working our way
champion of
around.
Not only the Stegosaurus,
Matter of fact, we'll
but
go
when
ahead and
counted
grab
in
a
close-knit
ton of
fighting
berries
packs,
around here.
ranks atop the island's
we're in
herbivorous
pretty good shape.
dinosaurs in general. Thanks
If
to
you
its
notice, guys,
wickedly
over to the
sharp defensive
right-hand side
spikes,
there,
any
that purple
creature that attacks
arrow
Kentrosauras
going
is likely to be reversely
going up,
wounded in turn, and it is capable of piercing even the
you can
thickest
see
of
we
hides
are
and
getting a
armors when it
ton
goes on the
of
offensive. I have personally witnessed the
elevation
Kentrosauras
as far as
fell
our
much
levels
larger
is concerned.
predators
Now we
in a
really want to make our
single
way
such
over this way.
impaling maneuver.
And I'm just
Underestimating
grabbing some berries
Kentrosauras
along
can
the
be a
way because we
fatal
will be
mistake,
hungry.
particularly when
Now
it's
right here, you
unheard.
want to jump
When
over this
traveling in
little gap
numbers,
right here.
Kentrosaurus
So we'll
seems to
take
grow
a run and
much more
jump.
aggressive, increasing the range
And
at
about
which
didn't
it will
make
defend
it.
its
But here's our
territory.
next note right
Survivors
here.
have seen little success in their attempts to ride
So we're gonna
Kentra.
grab this guy.
Liopieurodon magicus is a mid-sized ocean creature, typically between 20 and 25 feet long. I've yet to
Alright.
directly encounter
Now
one
we're
myself,
looking
but from
really
the
good
tales
now.
other
We've
tribes
got
have
2 more
shared,
notes
it
to
compares
get.
to no other on
We
the
will be
island.
getting the
The
Sabertooth
rumors
note
indicate that this
and then the
beautiful
Helena
creature
note.
has magical properties.
So we want to
However,
make our way
the
down
sightings
this
are
rock
so
over here.
rare, it's hard to decipher
Jump on
old
this
tribes'
side.
tales
Now we're
from the
looking really
underlying
good.
truth.
Down here
They
at
say
the
that
edge of the
Liopieurodon is an
beach
elusive
down here,
creature that can harness its
you
magical
really should
powers
not
to
see
attract
many
predators or
carnivores
aggressors
out
of
this
any
way.
kind. But the
So we're
beekeeping
gonna grab
tribes
some
say that
water.
their honey is so sweet.
And we're just going to
that
make
not
our way
even
around
the
here, and you'll
Liopieurodon
see a
can resist.
large rock to the left.
Liopieurodon is rumored to bring good
And we want to
fortune
go
to those
behind that
adventurous
rock, which
enough
is
to tame
right
it.
over there.
With the Liopieurodon
So
by
we're
their side,
walking right
tribes
towards
have
it,
apparently managed
or
to
running,
obtain treasure
jogging,
beyond
whatever
their
you wanna call
wildest
it.
dreams.
Now, you want to go behind
even
this
after
rock
you've
right
gained its
here.
favor,
So if you
it
want to go
remains
ahead and just
incredibly
grab these
aloof,
berries.
and will
I have
eventually
never
use its
seen
abilities
really
to
anything
escape even
behind
the
this rock.
strictest of captivity.
So I'm not saying that
Smilodon brutalis
it's
is a
not
solitary
possible,
hunter,
but
generally
you should
found
be
in
okay with
cold,
that rock
lightly
right
wooded
there
areas.
in terms
The
of
island's
anything
mountains are the perfect habitat,
that would
as the
attack you or
mammal's fur
anything like
keeps it
that.
safe from the
Now, the
bitter
next
temperature.
note that we're going to,
While its huge fangs are
sometimes
excellent for delivering death blows,
you will see
creature's claws
the
can be
baryonyx.
just deadly.
All right, this
Despite
next note
normally
we're
being
going
a
to
solitary creature,
grab up here.
Smilodon brutalis
Right over
are
here
not
is where
opposed to
you'll see,
hunting
oh, we got a
its
ton of
packs.
compy
In
on
fact,
us.
They have to do this to take down
you really
larger
have to be
prey, such as
careful right
mammoths.
around here because
Enough
baryonyx
Sabertooths
sometimes
can take down
does
a
spawn
Carnotaurus,
around here.
Perhaps even a
We do have
Tyrannosaurus.
some.
Either way,
Look at them
Smilodon would tell
compy
us
coming
should not
after
be
us in a line.
While not as fast as raptors, there's no denying the
All right, I don't
Sabertooth's
see anything
increased
over there,
resilience
so
and
we're in
power.
good shape there as
In
well.
addition,
Let's see if these
well-trained
compy will
Sabertooth
cross
can
this
be taught to
water
use their
right here.
claws
That'd
to
be
flay
interesting. No,
corpses.
they just turn back.
This may sound
All right,
morbid,
so we're doing
but
pretty
it is among
good.
the
Now,
best ways to quickly
right
gather
here
large
is where we're going to
quantities
come
of hide
back,
from the giant
and we're going
beasts
to
of the
probably
island.
build a raft over here and just make our way upstream. So once we get that note, this note up this hill here, we will come back this way. It will start to get dark, so we want to move pretty quickly. Now, most of the time you won't see anything, as far as a carnivore, you won't see anything but a dilo around here. For the most part, I've never seen raptors up here at all. So I don't think they really spawn up this way. Sometimes you'll see Pteranodon, and then you'll see, sometimes you'll see Pagomastics. They will attack you, but not really anything too dangerous up here. You'll see Dilo, like I said, but those are really not that dangerous. You can really take care of them. But this is our last note, guys, right here. And there is the Pteranodon, like I was mentioning before, and we will see what level that Pteranodon is.
I mean, there are giant obelisks floating in the sky, for Pete's sake. Not to mention that cave I found, which hid a platform.
All right, guys. We got our 14 different notes without dying. That is a great feat, guys. Now, I know some of you guys could have done that in your sleep, and that's fantastic. But for those of you that are new, hope that helped you out. We did put those chords on those notes so that you can find exactly where each note is. I kind of showed you that map just to kind of give you kind of the direction on where you need to go to get those notes. So again, hope that helped you out. Now, for this next episode, we're going to go and get that raft, and we're going for a PT. That's the first dino that we're looking for, is a decent level PT. I know where there are some PTs that do spawn as you're going up north over to the right hand side near the beach. So I think we'll be good in that sense. Now, if we don't get a PT, we're looking for a decent level Mozchops. A Mozchops is a mid-level tank now that is pretty tanky, and they would be a good attacker and resource gatherer. So a Mozchops is a pretty good all-around tame to get in the first stages of Ark. If you're new, there you go. Hope that helped you out. But you have to watch out, because that Joker will attack you now. Okay, back in Ark Survival Evolved, he didn't attack you. He would just run and run and run. And I mean, he would run until he could not run no more. But he will attack you now, so be aware of that. And the Oviraptor now will attack you. Okay? When it has a baby around, I don't know if that's what it was. Maybe it was a coincidence. Maybe it doesn't need a baby around, but that thing will attack you now as well. So be mindful of that. But yeah, we're going to grab that raft, make our way up north. Once we get that base established, we're going to get a spyglass, and we're going to look for those higher level tames. Going to probably find a wolf for the caves, or we're going to try to find, which is a little bit difficult, trying to get a baryonyx, but those two dinos, a wolf and a baryonyx, is pretty much the cave runners at this point, I believe. A frog is not too bad as well. So, especially in the redwoods, you can get a ton of chitting with a frog. So, but you do have to have a gas mask for that. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm going to cut this video for now. Thank you again for hanging out with me. And if you have better suggestions than what I'm doing, put it in the comments. I'd really appreciate that. I'm always up for learning new things in Ark. Speaking of which, real quick, Aberration just dropped yesterday, and my goodness, what kind of content are we having on Ark? Unbelievable. Some of the things that are coming out right now is just blowing my mind. I never would have thought in the 9 years that Ark has been out currently would have such content as it has today. Hopefully they're not going into the pay to win aspect of the game. If they do, it's just going to kill Ark. It's totally going to kill Ark. It never was pay to win, but it does look like they're heading in that direction, and I really hope they do not destroy this game by doing that. But time will tell. They're new devs, new publishers of the game, so we'll just have to see what happens there. But yeah, it is their game. You're just pretty much at the whims of the developers and the creators of the game, I guess, and the publishers. So we'll just have to see. But anyway, guys, ton of content to go over. Gonna be doing some news, gonna be doing some different other videos in terms of updates, things like that, and probably some how-tos with these dinos. Just a whole lot of content on Ark. I really enjoy this game, and I'm having a blast, guys. Hope you are. But guys, we're going to be looking forward to the next episode. But until then, I'm GENNARK, and I'll see you soon. Take care.